Headlines today has accessed an email sent by Cricket South Africa President Chris Nenzani to the ICC in which CSA has laid down certain conditions to the support to the Big Three's revamp plan. Cricket South Africa has demanded a permanent executive board seat like the BCCI, the England Cricket Board and Cricket Australia. In fact, joining us will be Boria Majumdar, consulting editor, India Today Group. All eyes now on the ICC meet. Is this an attempt by the CSA at a last-minute deal? Boria Majumdar is now with us on the phone line. Tell us about the importance and the implications of this move, Boria.
Aparja, this is massive. I mean, as you can see, when you are putting out this paper that the CSA has submitted to the ICC President last night, this paper was actually sent to all the full member boards. After a prolonged session last evening, series of negotiations happened, and all night there has been meetings in Singapore. All night, Chris Nenzani, I am told, met Narayan-Swamy Srinivasan, the BCCI president. He met the Pakistan Cricket Board president. He met Zak Ashraf. He met the SNC president. The proposals are very simple, and from what I understand, it's a deal. It is clearly a deal. South Africa is also kind of blackmailing. South Africa has laid down certain conditions because they are very clear that the Big Three, England, Australia and India, they need one more vote. And South Africa is basically extracting their pound of flesh as far as I'm concerned. South Africa is saying, give us a position in the Executive Council. So far, the Executive Council is 5 members. South Africa is saying make it 6 members, of which 4 will be permanent members. India, England, South Africa and Australia. So everything that the Big Three had reserved for themselves, South Africa is saying give to us. They have demanded complete transparency in how the revenue distribution has been arrived at. So how is India getting more? How is Australia and England getting more? They are saying we demand that. They are saying give us a World Cup. In the existing plan that has been given so far, South Africa does not have the rights to host a World Cup. They are saying give us the rights to host a World Cup. Finally, what is very interesting is they are saying that anyone who becomes ICC chairman will not be able to hold any further position, which is a direct distinct for Mr. Srinivasan. They are saying if Mr. Srinivasan is anointed the first chairman of the ICC, then he cannot continue to be BCCI president. Now this is fascinating. From what I understand, if the Big Three send to all these demands, and it's not even one, it's either you give in to all or you don't do anything. If you give in to all our demands, we will give you that laugh that you suggest.
All right, Boria, stay on with me for a minute because our in-house cricket expert Madan Lal is also with us on the phone line. Madan Lal, now there seems that there's a deal being struck between CSA and the Big Three. Where does that leave the other cricket boards?
Well, I think, which I gone through all this thing, I think these three is going to go through this proposal. And most of the boards are agree. Only 3 boards, South Africa, Sri Lanka and Pakistan is not agreeing to it. But I think there will be a bargaining because Pakistan wants, their bilateral city and a few other promises which they want. And Sri Lanka is the only country, I think they might struggle to convince them because they are the only country where they're losing more money and the matches, So it depends, but even ICC said that they like the proposal. So I think this proposal will go through, but there will be a bargaining,
But Boria, since Madan Lal is talking about the bargain that's likely to be struck, Sri Lanka and the Sri Lanka and Pakistan cricket boards, are they going to continue with their stiff opposition or will they also now ask for their own pound of flesh?
Let me just clarify a couple of points that Madan Bhai was just making. One, Pakistan is not negotiating on the bilateral series points. The PCB governing body met about 3 days back and they were explicitly opposed to all the proposals. Now, and this is very, very important, after the deal that we are putting out between BCCI, CSA, Australia and England, Sri Lanka and Pakistan are being left high and dry. They feel let down. And I'm quoting very senior Sri Lanka officials. They are saying South Africa has been playing a real hypocritical role and South Africa has left them to high and dry, And it was basically 3 versus 3. Frankly, the ICC could not support. This proposal needs 8 votes. You must understand this. That this needs constitutional amendment. The proposals need 8 votes. The 6 resolutions need 8 votes. If Sri Lanka, Pakistan and South Africa were together, which was the case till last evening, then BCCI, England and Australia would not have been able to get it passed. Understand it clear. Only if South Africa votes in favor, which is what they will do, provided the others give in to their blackmail and agree to all the bargains that they are wanting, then the proposals will go through. My assumption is BCCI, England and Australia will now give in to the bargain because they also have no option. They need these proposals passed. South Africa waited till the last moment and dropped this bomb because they did not reveal this paper till very late yesterday evening. They revealed this paper very late yesterday evening and have put everybody in a kind of a lurch. They are telling the BCCI, in fact there is a clause in that paper, I think number 17, where they are saying that the investigations that are being conducted against their CEO will have to be done by the ICC. So South Africa is clearly, in a paper of 9 pages, so they are invoking Nelson Mandela repeatedly, but this paper is one, as far as I am understanding, is one of blackmail. It's one of bargain that give up everything that you three have reserved for yourselves. If you do that, in that case, we will support the proposals. If not, we will not support the proposals.
All right. For the time being, Borya Majumdar and Madan Lal, thank you both for joining us on that story.